For the dARTS multi-EQ calibration, we'll have to set up the Odyssey Pro Cal Kit. Cal Kit comes with a calibrated microphone with a serial number. The serial number corresponds to the number on the preamp. So here's your mic preamp. And you can see the number is the same. Then you have a USB cable that you'll use to hook up to the DP4000, and two or three actually mic cables come with each kit, which you'll use to go from the microphone to the preamp, so you mic in, and then out to the DP4000. Then you'll hook the power supply for the mic preamp into a power source, and take out your mic stand, connect your mic to it, and you're ready to go. So the first thing we need to do is put the mic in the center position and set it at approximate ear height, pointed straight up towards the ceiling. And the reason for this is this is the position that the Odyssey will use to calculate the levels and the distances. So let's run the first measurement. Okay, so now we're going to run multi-EQ and do a dARTS calibration. So the first thing you need to do is load multi-EQ on your computer. Multi-EQ for dARTS comes with either DP4000 or you can download it from our website. It's very important that you use our version. What I did was I took the mic file from the CD that comes with the Odyssey Pro kit and I put it on the desktop. And then I also put the USB driver for the DP4000, which comes with the DP4000, or you can download it from our website on the desktop also, because we'll need both of those files. So we turn on the amp, make sure that the blue light around phase is lit, and then the little blue dot below it is lit. Give the amp a couple seconds to start up, and we plug it in. So normally what will happen is it will ask for your USB driver, point it towards the USB driver on your desktop. Mine's already loaded, so it's not going to load it again. Okay, now we're going to start multi-EQ for dARTS. Comes to the opening screen, hit this forward button. Then we choose the phase DP4000, hit the forward button. And this will take a couple seconds to initialize. Now we need to add the mic, the one that we put on our desktop. So here's the desktop, here's the mic, open, and now we've selected the mic, forward. So we have a 7.1 system here. Left front, center, right surround, right back, left surround, and subwoofer. For almost all 7.1 systems, this is going to be your configuration. If you're doing a 5.1, let's say, configuration without rears, you would take the right back and go none, and you would go left back and go none. In this particular case, we're doing a 7.1, so we're going to have right back and left back. So for higher channel count systems or systems that include overhead or height speakers, you have two options. If you want to use a single DP4000 IA, you can do up to a 5.2.2 system, or you can have more subs, make it a 5.4.2 system. The last 0.2 is the number of overhead or height speakers you're going to use. If you have a traditional 7.1 or 2 system and you want to add height speakers to that, then you can also use a second DP4000 IA, and that's your second option. With a second one, you can do up to 6 ceiling speakers or height speakers. Now those height speakers or ceiling speakers will be wired much the same way you wire the surround speakers. All of them get 4-conductor cable because they're all bi-amp. We'll continue on. And even if you have more than one subwoofer, you might have 2 or 3 or 4 subs, it's still only considered one sub in the program. So now we're going to set our sub level. So what we're going to do is we hit measure, and it's going to come up with a level. If the level is below 72 dB, it will ask you to raise it. And so what we want to do is have it as close to 75 dB as we can get it. So here we go. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so we're a little bit low, so I'm going to raise our subwoofer level. Okay, so now we're at 74.4 dB, and that's acceptable. So we'll hit stop, and we'll go on. Now, if you have more than one sub, you want to balance the subs so that the sub energy in the first seating position is as well balanced as possible. And you might want to sit around and check other seating areas and make sure it sounds as balanced between them as possible. Okay, so now we're at the point where we do our first measurement. The first measurement's always done in the central position, or what we call the sweet spot. So we've set up our mic in the central position, and it's set at ear level in that seat, and we will measure the system. Okay, so now it's done measuring, no errors, so it is retrieving the responses. This will take a couple minutes. It will do this for all positions, for all 8 positions. The only error you usually get at this point, there's a few that you can get actually. It might not see the mic, which means that your preamp might not be plugged in, or the mic cable might not be plugged into the back of DP4000. But if it does see the mic and it does run through the calibration or the first set of measurements, it might come up and say that a speaker is out of phase. If it does come up and say that, check the wiring on the speaker, check the wiring on the amplifier, make sure you didn't reverse the plus and minus. In our case, everything's wired fine and it's running through the measurement. Okay, so now we need to run the second measurement. So we'll go into the second seating position. And we're going to repeat this process for 6 locations in our room, 3 on the couch and all 3 seats. And then we're going to do 2 standing locations. So here we go for measurement 2. So we've done 8 positions now. We've done the 3 front seats, we've done the 3 rear seats, and we did 2 standing positions between the seating areas. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save these measurements. So we hit save. We can name it System 2. I already have a name in there. And the reason we want to save that is that if you ever need to run the program again, you don't have to go through all the measurements. You can just load the program that you ran at this point, load right here, and it will just load in all the measurements and you can go on. That's very beneficial if you have, if you decide you want to try a different filter setting, or you want to create your own. So here we're going on. So this page here will give you your distances and your trim settings, your level settings that you will input into your pre-pro. All the speakers are automatically forced to an 80 Hertz crossover for the satellites, and the same will be with the sub. You will set the sub in your pre-pro at 80 Hertz also. That's the optimum setting for a dARTS system, any dARTS system. So here we're going to choose roll-off 1, high frequency roll-off 1. For almost all rooms, that will be the roll-off you want to use. If you have a really large room, then you might want to try roll-off 2. So in this page, we're going to transfer to the DP4000 first. Okay, so we just finished transferring, and now we're going to save them permanently. Again, you must do both steps, or else it will not save the program to the DP4000. Now, once it's done, you'll hear a click on the amp, and now you can play sound from your pre-pro through the DP4000. You can also view the results for your particular room. And you can see these are the results for ours, the before and after curves. And you can save these if you like. And you also have the option of turning Odyssey on and off if you want to from this page. And leave it on when you click out though, and then just click out of the program and you're done.